Good morning. Your weekday kickstart is here. It's time to live, impact, value, and engage heart first. It's time for Live at 7:55 with Mitch Taylor.
Good morning. Welcome to Live at 7:55 for this Monday, April 6th. Thanks so much for joining me here for your weekday motivational kickstart. That is Live at 7:55. Try to bring our camera over a little bit. Thanks for being here. Monday morning, of course, and everyone's getting up and getting going, getting ready, hopefully, is what you're doing for the week. I know in these trying times, sometimes you don't even know what day it is, legit. So I encourage you to have a schedule as much as you can and stick to it. I mean, I think it's important that we give ourselves a little bit of slack as well for our own mental health during these times. Good morning, Mike Walter. Good morning, Jamie Bodie. Good morning, Timmy. Thanks for being here. Keisha, Cliff, thanks for being here as well. So I wanted to touch upon something, and I know not everyone is in this kind of vein, if you will, either, but I encourage you to think about how you can adapt it to your own business. And that is, yes, Mike, and I was going to touch upon that too. So tonight I'll be presenting on DJ idea sharing as well. We're going to cover the 7 hurdles. We'll pick out a few of those. May not be able to get to all of them, but we're going to cover a few of the 7 hurdles seminar that I did at DJN TV show in Las Vegas. We're going to break through and give you some of those hurdles and how you can overcome them during these times. That's going to be on facebook.com. I believe it's /DJ idea sharing. If you type DJ idea sharing in the search bar on Facebook, you'll find the group and you can hop on and join it there. Jamie, if you want. Thanks for asking. Nick, good morning. Jason Whiting, good morning. Doesn't matter where you are in the United States or in Australia or Canada or wherever, you can hop in, join the group, and be a part of the live stream tonight of that seminar that has not been seen before unless you were in Vegas. And so I think a lot of people will get some brand new content tonight. It's going to be great. So thanks, Mike, for the tip, recommending me for joining it. I appreciate it. And looking forward to seeing Eric tonight here, and Luca and the rest of the team that's going to be helping to produce that for Mike Fernino's DJ idea sharing. So anyway, let's get back to the content here. So you see on the scroll here on the bottom, it says, what can different do for you? And I think that's my topic for today is what can different do for you? You can see it, Cliff, at DJ idea sharing is where you can see it, Cliff. So hop on the DJ idea sharing. Daniel Miller, good morning, sir. I'll put the link in the comments below, Cliff. If you just search in the bar DJ idea sharing, you'll find it, I'm sure. Just search DJ idea sharing in the bar. Morning, Rick Shunk. So what can different do for you? WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. Many of you may be wrestling fans. You may not be wrestling fans. That's okay. I think you can learn from what different companies do. And I've always been a proponent of that. Doesn't matter if it's inside and outside of the entertainment, sports world, if it's corporate, it doesn't matter what it is. You can learn from others and what they do. And all good, Mike. And so what they did for WrestleMania, they've had a situation over the last couple of weeks where pretty much, Florida is shut down. And they actually had the foresight to tape WrestleMania in advance, and they actually made it a fireable offense if any of the spoilers got out. But that's not what I'm about to talk about. Dare to be different and explore your creative artistry. These times like these allow us to get a little more creative and think outside the box. Look at how many DJs are broadcasting live right now via Twitch. Way more than have ever done it before. And if that's your niche, I think that's awesome and you should do it. I may even throw it out on the decks here at some point. My wife's work schedule and I have to balance out, and I have to find the creative juices flowing to get that going for myself. But we'll be working on that, I'm sure, at some point. But what I'm talking about specifically are the 2 matches that aired at WrestleMania that were more cinematic in design. They were more cinematic in design from a standpoint of they filmed everything in advance. They had time to do multiple takes. I mean, think about it. You're live just like we are. at a wrestling event, you're live in front of an audience. You don't have a chance to do another take. You don't have a chance to go, hey, go you back outside. I screwed up your name. We can't do that. We're live, and that's part of the beauty of what we do as performers, as entertainers. But WWE had a chance to be able to do this all over again and have different takes and recreate and think outside of the box. You have time right now. You have time to do that. To stop. Take a breath. I won't give away their spoilers, Nick Etzer. Nick Etzer says he hasn't seen it yet, so I won't give away the spoilers. I'll just say there are 2 matches that they have done that are more cinematic in approach. I'll just say that, Nick, okay? I think that's fair. And so in regards to that, when the no, I'm just I'm just playing with Nick. So in regards to that, they had a chance to think outside the box. They had a chance to get creative and think about how they would go ahead and pull this off without fans in attendance. Figure out how they're going to keep the audience at home engaged, because they are performers just like we are, and they feed off that live crowd. Well, now there's no live crowd to feed off of. Just like you, there's no live crowd to feed off of. So where do you get that inspiration from? Where do you get that to pull from to be able to create? That's a big question. For some, it could be legacy. For others, it could be what they're putting out in the world. Mike Rakovsky, I absolutely agree with you. Mike says, I think you have to be a little different to be in this biz. Amen, 100% unequivocally agree. I couldn't agree more with that statement. I think you do have to be a little bit nuts, a little bit different to be in this business regardless. So I'm just giving you an opportunity to think outside the box here today. WWE, there we go, had to actually do this recently over the last 2 weeks and think outside the box of how they're going to, be creative, no pun intended there, and actually, create WrestleMania without an audience and how they're going to produce it and the opportunity they were given with a couple different matches. So again, there is a live. So Ron says this. Let's cover that. There is a live crowd. We have the whole world watching us via the internet. In regards to DJs, I would say you're right, but you're not seeing their faces. It's just text. So that's something else to consider. I would understand what you're saying there, Ron, but also with WWE, they don't have that option. And you don't really have that option either, except through, text, if you will, unless you want to bring people on live. That's another whole topic. Maybe that's something you do for the future. So anyway, that's it for today. Hope that gives you some little bit of an inspirational tweak there in regards to being different, taking this time right now to be different, to think outside the box, think and create differently for your clients. Good morning, Nate. Good morning, Jess. Absolutely, Jess. I was just saying that if you use Zoom, you can see faces, which I agree is important if you can. That's one way to go about it. I know some DJs have done that already, and I applaud those that have. So anyway, that's going to be it for today for Live at 75. Went a little long today. I normally don't go over 5 minutes or try not to, but we got some great topics coming up later on this week. We're going to talk about what's your MD. Sorry, you missed what? I'm not sure what she missed. If you missed the early part of this, is that what you're saying, Jessica? Then all you have to do is go back and watch the replay. I'm going to pop it on for you here once we finish up. Kaylene's going to go be different. Kaylene and I got a phone call here, I think, pretty quick. So congratulations again to Kayleen and Britt. That's my dog in the background. I don't know if you heard that or not. Thanks for watching Live at 75. Greatly appreciate your viewership. Lots of topics coming up this week. We'll see you tomorrow morning for another edition of Live at 75. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching Live at 755. To bring Mitch to speak to your organization, go to MitchTaylor.net. Now go live, impact, value, and engage Heart first.